Hi, I'm Dan Shore. I'm the founder and the owner of the Cotswolds Distillery. I was born in New York City. I lived in Europe for the past 25 years, and 8 of those I've lived in London working in investment banking. In 2011, my wife and I bought a small farmhouse in the North Cotswolds, and we fell in love with this area. A few years later, we decided to move out of the city altogether, and I thought about what I could do that was a complete change from my previous life, something that I loved, something I could be passionate about, and whiskey certainly fit the bill. I've been a lover of single malt for many years, and what I think I love most about whiskey is not just how it tastes, but what it stands for, where it's from, how it's made. And what I hope is that all of our spirits reflect the beauty that is the Cotswolds.
Our Cotswold single malt whiskey is truly a product of the beautiful surroundings our distillery sits in. Every grain of barley we use comes from local farms, where our small group of farmers grow varieties especially suited to distilling. When the barley is harvested, it's taken to Warminster, Britain's oldest operating maltings. The malting builds up sugars in the barley, and it's those sugars that will turn into alcohol here at the distillery. The first step is to extract the sugars. We mill the grain, then mix it with hot water in our mash tun, drawing out the sugars and flavours from the barley into the water. This sweet, malty liquid can now be fermented. We'll use yeast to turn the sugars into alcohol. It can be done quickly, but we take our time. It takes several days for the alcohols and flavours to develop fully. Once fermentation is complete, it's time to extract all the flavour and alcohol that we've created. So we begin distillation in our pair of beautiful copper pot stills. Heating the brew up releases the alcohols and flavours, which we collect and then distill for a second time, allowing us to select the exact flavour profile we want for our spirit. The whole thing from start to finish is controlled by hand. Our team of distillers use innovative ideas and traditional equipment to coax a beautifully fruity and smooth spirit from the grain. This new make spirit will eventually become our whiskey, but to get there it needs to mature in casks. Our casks are the best you can find. High quality wood and innovative cask types that build up incredible colour and flavour in the spirit as it matures. Bourbon barrels from Kentucky, conditioned red wine casks from Portugal, and sherry casks from Spain, each giving a different profile to the whiskey. And all we can do is sit back and let them mature. Thankfully, we have something delicious to enjoy while we wait: our Cotswolds Dry gin. We set out to make a classic London dry that would also reflect the stunning countryside that produced it. Our 9 botanicals capture just that: plenty of robust juniper for a proper gin, with a touch of lavender from Snow's Hill, just up the road from the distillery. Combine them with fresh citrus peel, some spices and bay leaves, and you've got a perfectly balanced gin, robust and full-bodied enough to stand up to a G&T, smooth and complex enough to sip neat or enjoy in cocktails. It's a traditionally made gin. We put the botanicals and pure wheat spirit into the copper pot stills and distill slowly. This ensures we extract maximum flavour and essential oils from the botanicals. The distilled gin rests for a while to let the flavours come together before being blended with filtered water and bottled here at the distillery. Nothing further is added, no artificial flavours or colours, just an expertly crafted gin. When mixed with tonic or ice, the botanical oils are released, creating a beautiful pearlescent cloud which is unmistakably Cotswolds. And it's not just gin and whiskey that we make here. In our busy research and development lab, the team are constantly coming up with new ideas. Everything from different gin recipes to our own take on our favourite spirits from around the world. We have a wealth of seasonal produce grown in the Cotswolds, and so we're forever experimenting with new flavour combinations in the stills. Many of these small batch spirits and liqueurs are only available here at the distillery. Our distillery is a busy place. We do everything here: developing new ideas, distilling and maturing spirits, blending and bottling, and then shipping it out from our patch of the Cotswolds all around the world. Taking the time to make the highest quality, outstanding natural spirits isn't easy, but we believe you can taste our dedication.
One of the greatest things we've done here is put together a world-class team here in the North Cotswolds, sort of in the middle of nowhere. And the pride of everyone in what they do and what they've been able to accomplish is clear to everyone. These days, people care a lot more about how the products they consume are made. And what this place is all about is being in a beautiful part of the world, loving what we do and making exceptional spirits.